So one of the things that I always love about going to assembly is just being able to hear about what's happening throughout our SKMB family, as well as sometimes we get to see what's happening nationally. And I just love hearing the different stories, getting to celebrate some of the different highlights that have happened, getting to see new churches being welcomed into the MB. That's always such a highlight for me. I also found this year to be a kind of a bit of a reminder. We talked about how do we cultivate joy within our ministries and how are we teaching joy. Sometimes we forget that joy isn't something that just comes naturally to us, that while we're in a place of maybe prosperity or thriving, we can find it in the deepest, darkest recessions of our lives. It's sometimes really hard. And COVID has really been a time like that. We started out just trying to survive, and then we get to a point where, okay, we want to move forward, we want to move on, but how do we do that joyfully? And it was just a really good reminder that within ministry, we need to create spaces for our people who participate, for people who belong to that ministry, to show joy, to have opportunities to practice joy, even when life isn't all sunshine and rainbows, even when it's dark clouds and raindrops. And so I just found that really challenging to think about how do I shift things in my ministry personally, in kids ministry, in ministry to our families. How am I helping families to cultivate joy when maybe things aren't so great? And even when they are, how do we continue to experience that joy and reminding ourselves, where does joy come from and how do we bring that up from deep within? So that was definitely just a little bit challenging, something that I found really useful. And honestly, assembly is just a really great way to connect and to hear what's going on around Saskatchewan. There are many churches that I didn't even know existed until Sask Assembly happened, and I got to participate in that. And it's just really great. And if you want to know what's going on, to be a part of what's happening, this is the place to be and the thing to check out.